too many onside is Jelena. Was it towards the net? Save made as St. Denis King played. Face off right wing side, back to the right point. A quick shot by Sparks at the block. Now Sucro towards the net. It gets through. And
one guy's an All-American. The other guy's probably going to be a top 3 pick in the NHL.
Played out by Kroll on the face-off down to Clarkson territory. Jack Sparks around his net up the wall. Off the bounce, it's loose in Clarkson's zone. Jelena will eat it, play it back for Sparks. Around his goal for Sucro. With the boards from Mangan. Mangan finds Sparks moving through center. He's got time and space. Sparks plays it into the zone and off the skate of Josephson into the right wing corner.
Little conservative there from Sparks. I think he had a little bit more room than he thought. He's got a great shot, and you know,
around 14:55 to go in the first. North Dakota, 8th ranked in the country, coming off a split with their arch rivals, the U of Minnesota. On the wall for Sigurdsson, will play it at Homer. Cote spinning in on the line change, kept alive by Sigurdsson once but not twice, and roasted back around behind for Sucro. Sucro back behind his goal. Sparks slashes his man. Now one left wing corner by North Dakota, who has the early 1-0 lead. Poked down the wall here by Cote. Cote will block the tipped out. Played by Sigurdsson behind the net, looking for a wrap is Bottrell. Bottrell holds left wing side. Right point for Tate Taylor. He'll look for a backdoor feed across. Blocked there by Emery. Good read by him as they try to strike Sigurdsson. Up top for Taylor. Wristed at the netminder over the left shoulder. Off the back glass. Still a 1-0 North Dakota lead.
I like both those decisions right there by Taylor. The first, North Dakota, really active D. They're pinching down the walls. They're making it difficult for Clarkson to get exits, and that's going to be a factor here to try to swing some territory. Clarkson's going to have to get tougher on the wall in their own zone.
Fighting Hawks to the line and out. Played back in by Mayich. Kicked back out by the Fighting Hawks. Now still picking up his Mayich. He will try to backhand it ahead, but he had to wait for Bottrell to clear. Bottrell eludes the check on the dump, and Emery bumped along by Sigurdsson. But to the net for a far chance for Bottrell. Getting a stick on it was a North Dakota player, Cody Kroll, as the puck lifted high into Clarkson's neutral zone. Onside for Sigurdsson. Towards goal on the backhand. He is walled off smartly there by E.J. Emery.
Oof, that's why he's a first-rounder. Plays like that. Great angle.
Bottrell towards that shot. Knocked down back for him again. Right side. Moves to the high slot. Sucro, a shot blocked to the line and down the ice. Sucro will get back on. A good feed by Ryan Bottrell, who continues to add the assists for Clarkson here. Josephson had his helmet come loose. He gets it back on his head. Fighting Hawks dumping around behind. Bottrell out of his own territory. Long pass on the wall for Sigurdsson. This will be a waved off icing. Chased down here by Cote behind the net. Cote out in front. Nobody there for the Knights except for the Fighting Hawks. Clears back for St. Denis in his own zone. 7:17 to go. Game tied 1-1. St. Denis holds behind his net, and out comes Mayich. Pass to his left. St. Denis in below the North Dakota goal line. Fighting Hawks pull it free. Out they come with it. Up to the right wing corner. Comes on the net. Played back behind by the netminder Soderwall. 1-1 the score here. Onside left wing. Paul Tass to get over the jumping Keaton Verhoff.
He played last year in the WHL as a 16-year-old, and I mean, he's listed at 6'4", 215. That's a big man.
15 to go in the power play for North Dakota. Clarkson 2. Fighting Hawks 1. Cleared away by Mayich. Back behind Gibson Homer. Goals for the Knights. Van Steensel and Sukovic both on rebounds. Power play over. Teams at 5-on-5. Josephson with some speed now. Over the line. Looks for a wrap. Pass across the goal mouth. Nobody there. Littler back to the left side. Shot blocked out of the zone there by Bottrell, who has 2 assists in this first period. Andrew Strathman back on it, and he will hold for the Fighting Hawks. Stop right point. Sarsland a shot towards goal. Whistles over the net. Sarsland, a guy being looked at by a lot of NHL teams, and with a number of draft picks, there's a number of scouts in the stands tonight. Sarsland around his net. Stop left wing side. Knights 2, Fighting Hawks 1. Left behind the goal. Cote bumps his man. 1 free here for Sarsland. Sarsland out of his own territory with a quiet pass. Springs his man. Poked in by St. Denis left wing side. They'll hold along the board. Figured it out to conclude this period for Clarkson, their first look on the power play. Knights 2 and Hawks, Fighting Hawks 1. Brassington over the line to his left. Mangan glides in, finds St. Denis at the right point. Give and go from Mangan. He's fed to the boards there. Right below our location, Sigurdsson digs. St. Denis tries to wrest it free. He does. Back for Sarsland. Outlets to his left. Finds Van Steensel. 22 to go in the frame. Back for Van Steensel. Back for Sarsland. High slot towards the net. Doesn't miss by much off the glove side. Back to the right point again. Flipped high in the air. Back down the ice. Nice move by him.
A lot of scrums early, and now Clarkson's benefiting from that.
Mangan keeps it alive left wing side in around. Mangan will bite to the right point for a shot, and Homer got a piece of that. Sarsland bid from the high slot with his blocker. 3-1, Clarkson in the lead here. Loose at center. They're onside. Josephson shot blocked down. Mangan up and out for the Knights. Clarkson 3, North Dakota 1. Mangan drives towards goal. Finally walled off there by Strathman for the Fighting Hawks. Sarsland's first of the year. Hard bump there by Mayich on Littler. Sigurdsson gets an assist.
It's pretty incredible to think that Verhoff is 17 years old. In New York State, I'm not sure if he can drive at night by himself.
I don't think he has to do that here. I think they have,
he's going to take
people,
the bus.
They have people for those things.
I think he's going to have a lot of people in his life to help with a lot of things when, with a bank account that's going to be coming his way in a few years.
Zellers holds high slot. His shot misses the net. Go to the line and back down the ice. Great play by Taylor for the Golden Knights. 21 to go in the penalty to Bargholtz. 14 and a half to go in the second frame. Clarkson leading 3-1. Fighting Hawks through center. Littler. Batting will pass across to the left point. It's going to be won here by Bottrell. And not cleared, however. It's high to the air. Caught and dropped. Turnaround shot. Save made. Rebound knocked away. As the power play expires. Here's Bargholtz out of the box. On a pass from O'Donnell. He walks in. Shoots it. A good save by Gibson Homer.
That's absolutely critical, right, Bob? I was just going to say. Critical save at a critical time.
Josephson leaves it side of the net, loose in the high slot, poked in the air by Soderwall. Off the board for Bottrell, man free. Bottrell had Cote and Mangan, but Fighting Hawks possessed. They're in onside. Josephson to his left, a shot, and maybe Soderwall a piece against the left goalpost. Around below the goal line here. Digging forward is Zool. Sukro to in. More pressure from North Dakota. Knights have had 3 chances to clear. Livanovich holds. Back up top now with 19 in the power play. For Verhoff, for a shot, and Soderwall.
Great comparison, and a brilliant skater in his own right.
That time cleared away and back down the ice by Sarsland. That will do it for the Uhl penalty. 11 and a half to go. Clarkson leads it 3-1 here in Potsdam, New York. ECAC Hockey on SNY. Wrapped around the Knights net. Brassington a piece, played at the net front high and caught and dropped there. Played to the line, out comes Jelena. Jelena being hooked at through center onside, towards the net looking for Bargholtz. Remy Jelena back on it, wraps it around the right wing side. Sukro engages, right point, below the goal line. Sukro behind the goal for Bargholtz. Bumps it back for Jack Sparks, towards the net looking for a backdoor redirect, wide of the goal. Sukro a piece, but Bargholtz keeps it in. Dumps it around behind as the Knights change up. 10:50 remains in this second period. Long pass, and they are offside. Is that Sam, New York? And on the face-off, Sarsland. Down the wall, icing will be called. So whether you're watching top 3-1, face-off in Clarkson zone, Mayich. Too hot for Mangan to handle. Kept alive here by Weeb. Nice play by him to keep it to the right wing corner. Now Sarsland bumps his man. Loose behind the goal. Littler. Back up the boards. Josephson to the left point. Knocked away by Jelena. Poked out of the zone. Sarsland leads the rush. Sarsland over the line. Gets ready. Oh, they say it came across the blue line. Will not enjoy much momentum after that goal here if North Dakota scores. Second it out, Zellers for the Fighting Hawks. For Weeb to his left. Back for Weeb, high side. Zellers a shot and a goal. That took 11 seconds. It's now a 4-2 game as well. On the face of Knights, win it, pass back for Mangan.
It looked like they were going to try to run that one-timer to Taylor again off the face-off. Probably a set play there.
Taylor out of his own territory being slashed at to the neutral zone. Gets it back across from Mangan. Mangan to his right, onside for Bottrell. Bottrell has three helpers, pass to the left side for Cote. Cote below the goal line. Cote, Knights up 4-2 for Mangan up top for Taylor. Taylor lost possession on the move here, and Knights will be in some trouble. They're down a man here. Odd man rush. Hits a cross and a tip over the goal. Somehow that one stayed out from Cody Kroll. That was a big face-off. Jelena digs for it. Also digging is St. Denis. Jelena will keep it alive for Mangan and below. St. Denis a piece now taken away by the Fighting Hawks. Kroll to it against Sucro. Sucro back on it behind his net. Good reverse there for Houle. St. Denis off the wall and out of the zone. Again, boring hockey right there, Chris, but certainly
I was just going to say, those are simple little plays that eliminate turnovers, that keep you going north, and can frustrate your opponent.
Veerhoff back to it as Clarkson changes forwards. 17-17 to go. Clarkson 4, North Dakota 2. O'Donnell and Mangan steal. Mangan, nice cutback move. Mangan on the backhand for O'Donnell. Pass across and a save is made again by
to his hockey sense and his playmaking.
On the face-off, Clarkson up by 2. North Dakota on the power play. Play to the left side. Weeb waits, I should say. It was left. Max Swanson tied up there. Kept alive there by the Fighting Hawks and eventually cleared away as Josephson pushed it back. Weeb, who had the assist on the second goal for North Dakota. Out comes Swanson with speed. Over the line for Josephson. Back for Swanson. Backing it out in front. It'll be cleared off the boards and right down into North Dakota territory with 14-10 to go in the third.
Hard plays to get out of their zone that if they can make North Dakota turn and have to go back and retrieve pucks through the neutral zone, it can be frustrating, especially for a team of their skill. So it wears on a team mentally as much as it does physically. I think Coach Hoole's probably going to be telling them, hey, turn their D as much as possible here, and let's make high percentage plays.
Bottrell interrupted there into the boards, and they just wanted interference. They don't get it. Below the goal line, Sigurdsson on it. Behind the North Dakota net, Bottrell, 3 assists tonight. Trying to pass back to the point for Mayich. To wide of him, out of his net is Soderwall. Played around for Sarsland. No, cut it in behind, given away in the goal line, but Sigurdsson back on it for Clarkson. On the wall for Bottrell. They get a whistle there. Next whistle there with 8:37 to go. Clarkson leading 4-2. Dumped in by Jelena in below the goal line. Pass to the net front for Jelena, and he didn't quite see it coming, knocked away. Out comes North Dakota with speed over the line, right wing. Kroll taken away by Miles St. Denis for Jelena. Jelena forks it in over the line to the right wing corner of North Dakota zone. Kept alive here by Mangan. Nice cutback move against the boards. Mangan out in front, knocked away. Loose puck is in the pinball area, knocked back for St. Denis. Comes it back for Sarsland towards the net. That shot blocked by Kroll. He may have broken a skate down the ice. By the passing to the net front, knocked away, and the Knights wanted the trip as trying to clear was Sarsland. He's knocked down. Put back around the Clarkson net. O'Donnell on it for the Knights. A high flip to the Fighting Hawk blue line where Emery will possess. Pass to his left. Josephson bumped there in front of the North Dakota bench. Flip back and played an onside by Hellier. St. Denis chasing Emery as well. Emery forced to the wall. Hellier steals behind the net. Hellier cutbacks again. Left point pass. Brassington towards the net. shot off the backboards, wide of the goal on purpose. Kroll's pass to his right. Knocked down by Livanovich and below the goal line. 4.5 to go in the third. Clarkson 4, North Dakota 2 here, early season hockey. 8th ranked Fighting Hawks. Josephson. And there it's in for Clarkson as Hellier's backhand a bit blocked. Under 3 to go. Reshny fades left over the blue line. Reshny up to the high slot. It crawls to the blue line, not out, but it's won by the Knights across the blue line. Bargholtz trying to get across.
That's all it takes, the 6 feet.
Wrapped around the glass now. Braxton kicks it back behind the nice net, left below the goal line. Up the boards from Brassington, 2:35 to go. Extra attacker for North Dakota, down 4-2. Pass in the net, front stop by Soderwall. Up the glass, knocked away. As Vierhoff digs with Sean O'Donnell. Knights with the net empty, up 4-2. 2:17 to go in the third. Livanovich drops it back off. Vierhoff, a shot that's blocked in front. Bargholtz will get it across the blue line and out.
Selling out now. You really have to front puck quality of the opponent they're playing here tonight.
Neutral zone face-off. Played into Knights territory. 23 seconds to go. Clarkson last played North Dakota in Manitoba and lost 3-1. Paul Karpowicz, 30 saves in that game. Julian Kaye got the only goal for the Knights. 12 seconds to go. Off the glass and head blocked here. Played back down low into the net, off inside Clarkson zone, and glass down the ice. That should do it. They'll
win streaks had to be my thing here, Bob, so I love it.